Hello, hello, and welcome to Anime Fighting Simulator wait for it, X, the game where no matter how far you run, you can't escape the gambling addiction. And people asking to, yeah, Anime Fighting Simulator X is the game where you go to your designated grinding area, open your tool, turn on your auto-clicking AI overlord, and sit there for the rest of the night. Because, being honest, if you're not grinding for coins or Chikara, you just have this game open overnight. Don't lie. And of course, the objective of this game, well, there is no real objective. You just go to one area, grind there, and then wait until your number gets to a high enough number to go to the next area. Like for say, you're gonna start off at logs once you get here. And then, once you get high enough, you're gonna go all the way over to the gym, and then you're gonna go over to the beach. Yeah, you're gonna go over to the beach, so on and so forth, until you are at the end of the update, and just sit there overnight. So let me give you a brief rundown of each stat, as you are going to be training all of them. And I mean all of them. All of them are useful, although I don't really know about strength, but all of them are useful and you are going to be training all of them anyway in order to get all of your powers. Strength is your red stat, indicated by Saitama's fist. Training this shit Training this stat allows your punches to hit harder. It also unties with Conqueror's Hotkey for whatever reason. Durability is indicated by your blue stat and also a shield. I don't know if that ties with a character, but probably does. You train this stat so that you don't get one shot in a fight and you actually get to semi-fight back, I guess. Why are you training your durability in a burning house? I have no clue, but you do you. Chakra is your purple stat, indicated by a blue flame. I'm just going to call that a blue flame. This stat is also untied with uh, basically your spiritual attacks and magic nonsense. I'd also recommend that you definitely work on this stat, as it's pretty good. Sword, of course, doesn't have a training area. Rather, the different types of swords that you get will determine the multiplier at which you will raise your stat by each number. It's also indicated by green because Zoro. Haha, I get it. It's definitely not because of Zoro. Your speed slash agility stat is indicated by a yellow. Well, no, the color is yellow. It is indicated by foot. Foot icon. Yes, foot icon. This determines how much stamina, that orange bar that's on the side of my character, how much stamina you have, and it also determines your walk speed. You know, if you actually go into settings and change it. Also, it depends on your level. So, yeah. Hey, just wanted to mention real quick, if you're enjoying the videos so far, please hit that like and subscribe button and join the Discord because I want more of you to talk to. The link is in the description. Please join it. I need more people to talk to. Now that I've gone over all the stats, you're probably wondering, what's these three down here? Well, these are specials. Specials are just, well, think of it as a spec. Basically, when you obtain a spec, it'll already be assigned to a number in your hotbar. Click the number and you activate your spec, special, whatever. Your spec has different move set than what your current move set is, and increases in level depending on well, kills. Basically, just kill mobs with your spec. Did I also mention there are mobs? Here's one. Certain specs can be obtained at these little machines that you'll see around the map. There's only two of them in game as of update 1, so yeah. Other specs, like the imperfect Renegon, are a little different, as you would have to be a boss in order to get it, which is probably why it's under bosses, but whatever. What spec you're using will be determined. Well, no, what? Your spec's damage will scale depending on specific stats that tailor to the color. So as you can see, half I half cold, all of it is purple. What other stat is purple? That's right, chakra. You would know that if you were listening. There's also a reputation system, but we're not really going to talk about that as I honestly don't know why it's even in the game right now. But enough about all that nonsense. We gotta get into the good bits now. The gotcha. The gotcha rotates every hour, and in it you get certain champions. There's also a secret unit, but of course, as we know, they don't show on the banner. The ones that you want to be aiming for is, of course, the yellow and the red one, aka the legendary and the mythic. The reason I say this is because legendaries and mythics have passive abilities that are only active while you have them out. For right here, Itachi, you get a 10% chance to dodge all damage from one attack. And with, let's say, someone like Madara, you get a 20% decrease to all ability cooldowns, which is overly broken. Usually, when you get the champion that you want, whether it be a legendary or a mythical, you'd probably get it in its usual fashion. However, this game has shinies. But, unlike some games, they're actually not that hard to get if you don't pull it. By beating bosses, you can get items called shiny rocks. You can use those shiny rocks at the shiny lab to make your characters shiny, which makes them stronger. So if you have a unit like Madara or just any mythical or legendary in general, be sure you make it shiny as quickly as possible. The story missions at the start of the game that you'll be doing for your powers will occasionally give you shiny rocks. I think it only gives you shiny rocks like 2 times, but whatever. Now, I just mentioned bosses. Bosses are a different case than they were in the original of this game. Bosses spawn every 10 minutes, with there being six bosses: a Great Ape, Arlong, the Armored Titan, the One Tails, Frieza, and the Hand Demon. Because, yeah, why not the Hand Demon? These bosses in question have special drops that you can get at a small chance every time you beat them. Now, I don't know how much damage you're supposed to be doing to the boss in order to get guaranteed a chance for a drop, but I know I've done like only 1,000, maybe 2,000 damage, and I've still gotten rewards from beating it, so who knows? Maybe you can just like quickly snipe a boss and get something. I'd like to mention also, real quick, that there are crates that spawn around the map. If you do see one, make sure you get it, as you can possibly get Chikara shards from it, which you can also use for more summoning and stuff. So yeah, it's just to fuel your gambling addiction even more. Speaking of gambling, game passes. Uh, you can literally just straight up buy a random fruit for 200 Robux. Although the rates are eh. I'm gonna be honest. If you really want a fruit, just buy that. Don't waste your time trying to buy or trying to find a fruit, because I've been playing this game for way too long and I still have not found a fruit. I doubt I will ever find one, nor will I will need one. So yeah, just take it from me. Don't worry about it. Certain bosses, like the Great Ape and the One Tail, have specific NPCs that you can talk to upgrade them, I think. I wouldn't know because I literally don't have either of them. But as you see, we have GT Vegeta over here. If I talk to him, you unlock the Great Ape Special to talk to me. So, yeah, I just assume it's a upgrade for the Great Ape transformation, or Great Ape Special, whatever you want to call it. Speaking of Great Ape, it is about to spawn. So I can just real quick show you what it's like to fight a boss. It should be spawning like any second now. Oh yes, there it is. So I'm not too sure, but these bosses have, I think, they have a set amount of HP. They also have, the obvious circles. You want to avoid those if you are pretty sure you're not going to be able to take a lot of damage. But honestly, the Great Ape is actually, all the bosses are easy, so you shouldn't have any problem with any of them. And if you do, um, simply skill issue. Now, I probably haven't covered everything in the game, obviously, but from the X amount of time that I've been playing this game, this is just what I currently know, and this is going to be the part where I give my opinion on the game. I'm just gonna be honest and say it's just another time killer game, but realistically speaking, it's A step up from the original, considering now you actually have mobs running around that you can fight, a quest that you can do that goes with fighting the NPCs to get quick cash. Although for some reason you have to be a certain amount of power to actually do the quest. Why, I don't know. But if you have played Anime Fighting Simulator before, then you should already know what to expect for this game. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to try and get this Deku one for all. Chakra and Sword are probably your best things, stats in this game. Until they add better stuff specifically for strength, just focus everything but strength. But final judgment of Anime Fighting Simulator X? It's addicting. Although I already have brain rot from the first game. So what do I have to say in the matter? I'm just some brain dead cat on the internet.